Hello students, this is metals and non-metals part 3, that is we will study about the chemical properties of metals as well as non-metals. The first chemical property we are studying over here is reaction with oxygen. Let us take the general reaction of metals with oxygen. If any metal it reacts with oxygen, that is generally called the combustion reaction or the burning, then that metal will react with oxygen to form metallic oxides. The nature of these metallic oxides is said to be basic. That means generally metallic oxides are basic oxides. Now the question is, why metallic oxides are said to be basic oxides? Because these metallic oxides, when they are formed on reaction with oxygen, when they are dissolved in water, when they are added into the water, they will form bases. How we will check that these are bases? We will use obviously the litmus test we will perform over here. The red litmus, it will change into the blue litmus. This shows that the solution is basic. So this proves that metallic oxides, they are basic oxides. Let's take one example for this. We will take the example as like sodium. It will react, sodium is a metal, it will react with the oxygen to form sodium oxide, Na2O. This is sodium oxide. What is this? This is a basic oxide. How we will check? Again, we will be using the same thing, that we have to take this sodium oxide, dissolve it in the water, and we will get a base, that is NaOH. It is very important to balance the reaction. So put 2 over here, 4, and the reaction is balanced. For this, simply put 2 over here, the reaction is balanced. So this is sodium hydroxide, which is a base. This will also turn red litmus to blue litmus. Next reaction can be, we can take the magnesium ribbon, burn it in oxygen. It will burn with a white sparkling light and it will form a white color powder. This is a white color powder which is formed over here, and this will burn with the white sparkling light. What is this formed? This is magnesium oxide. Now this magnesium oxide, how we will prove that this is also basic oxide? We will use this magnesium oxide, white color powder. We will put it in the water and it will form magnesium hydroxide. This will also turn red litmus to blue. To balance this reaction, we have to put 2 over here and 2 here. So the reaction is balanced. So this shows the reaction with oxygen, that the metals, they react with the oxygen to form metallic oxide. Nature of metallic oxide, generally it is basic oxides, as well as sometimes it is the amphoteric oxide also. But in 8th standard, we have to stick to this, that these are basic oxides. They will be dissolved in, why they are basic oxides? Because they will dissolve in water to give you bases. How we will check this, that we have got a base? Because it will turn, the solution will turn red litmus solution to blue litmus. Example, sodium metal. It reacts with oxygen. It's a very highly reactive metal. It will catch fire when you will keep it on the table. It will react with the oxygen and it will instantaneously, it will form sodium oxide. This is also a basic oxide as it will dissolve in water to form sodium hydroxide, NaOH, which is a base, turning red litmus again to blue. Magnesium ribbon, if it burns in oxygen, it's a gray color ribbon. It burns in oxygen to form magnesium oxide. To balance this reaction, put 2 and 2 over here. So magnesium oxide is formed. This is a white color powder and a white sparkling light is, you will be observing white sparkling light. This is also basic oxide as it will dissolve in water to form magnesium hydroxide, which will again turn red litmus to blue. Now let's start with the reaction of non-metals with oxygen. Just like the metals, they reacted with oxygen to form metallic oxide. Similarly, over here we can write down that non-metals, they react with the oxygen to form non-metallic oxides. And since we know that these properties of metals and non-metals, they are contrast to each other. So metallic oxides, you must remember that they were basic oxide. So here we can say that non-metallic oxides, these are acidic oxides. Now the question is again the same. Why non-metallic oxides are said to be acidic oxides? Because the non-metallic oxides, when they are dissolved in the water, they will give you acids. And how can you test that these are acids? They will turn blue litmus to red. So whenever a solution will turn blue litmus to red, that solution is acidic in nature. So that is why we say non-metallic oxides, they are acidic in nature or they are acids. How will you remember blue to red or red to blue are for acid or for base? For this, you can remember this thing, that this is a learning trick. Remember this bar. Now what is this bar? This bar is referred to as, this is blue and this is red. So blue to red is for acid. So whenever the blue litmus is changed into a red litmus, that means it is acidic, and reverse, that means red to blue will be for base. So this is a learning trick for you to remember the litmus test. Now let us take the example for this. For taking example, let us take the simplest non-metal, that is a carbon. Take a carbon piece or a charcoal, burn it in the presence of oxygen in a gas jar. It will give you the carbon dioxide gas. Now this carbon dioxide gas, we know that this is acidic oxide. How we will find it out that this is acidic oxide? In the gas jar, when the charcoal has burnt, cover that gas jar with a glass plate and then put some water into it. So, and then shake it. So carbon dioxide, when it will dissolve in the water, then it will form carbonic acid, which is present in your aerated drinks also. Which acid is this? This acid is the carbonic acid. And this will also turn blue litmus to red. So this is one of the example. The other example you can take is sulfur. Sulfur, which is another non-metal, it will react with the oxygen to form, it can form two types of oxide, either sulfur dioxide, or it can also form sulfur trioxide. This reaction is balanced, but over here there is need to balance. Put 2 over here, 2 and 3. This is sulfur dioxide. Di stands for 2, so SO2. This is SO3, so this is sulfur. 3 means tri. So this is sulfur trioxide. So two types of oxides are formed when sulfur reacts with oxygen. Now when these oxides they react with the water, or when these gases they are dissolved in the water, this SO2 it will form H2SO3. This is sulfurous acid. This is sulfurous acid. And if you have SO3 instead, this SO3 it will react or it will dissolve in the water, this SO3 gas, and this will form H2SO4. Which acid is this? This is a sulfuric acid. Both of these they will turn blue litmus to red. So this shows that the SO2 and SO3 these are the acidic oxides. So here we are finished with the reaction with oxygen. There are some metals which do not react with oxygen. These are very less reactive metals like gold, silver and platinum. They do not react with oxygen because they are inert metals or they are unreactive metals.